special time. Show me a hill I can climb. Give me a mountain to move, and I'll prove that it's a very special day. I woke up early this morning with gloom on my head. Had a big feeling to climb back in bed. Then I looked in the mirror and somebody said, wake up, it's time for you to lose the blues, and this is a very special treat. Tell it to everyone you meet, that life is all for living and love is all for giving, so this is a very special day. Tell it to everyone along the way that this is a very special day. I woke up early this morning with gloom on my head. Had a big feeling to climb back in bed. Then I looked in the mirror and somebody said, wake up, it's time for you to lose the blues, and this is a very special treat. Tell it to everyone you meet, that life is all for living and love is all for giving, so this is a very special day. Tell it to everyone along the way that this is a very special day.
Very special day. It is a terrific Thursday, a little cooler Thursday. And my partner this morning, my co-host, is our Mayor, Justin Green. Good morning, Mayor.
Good morning.
A little cooler in the community here.
A bit, yeah.
Not bad. Who turned the air on? You probably like it. Yeah, you probably do.
I do.
You do. Yeah. I was liking a little bit warmer,
Yeah. But it's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
And we have, I think, are we up to like 6 inches of rain or 6.5 inches of rain already?
So.
And again, we're not complaining. We're just explaining. And if we didn't need it, we wouldn't be getting it. And, Brad said yesterday there were some parts of Kentucky that actually were getting drought. So, you take the good, you take the bad, and
That's true.
My flowers are loving it, especially when it's warmer and you got that nice little rain. My flowers are very happy about it.
Well, and that's what it takes.
My hair, not so much, but my
Well, okay.
A little bit of hair, but but the flowers. What matters here, right?
Right. True.
All right, let's thank our sponsors this morning.
Please want to thank MetaView Healthcare, Walmart, Salem Crossing, Americans for Prosperity, Mama Rose's, Fox Perley Wealth Management, Dr. Black's Eye Associates, Dr. Mindy Gunn, Marshall Monuments, Springer & Springer Insurance, Schneck Hospital, and Temple & Temple.
All right, wonderful. Thank you to our great sponsors, and we're very proud of them. Sorry about that. There we got a button.
Got background music.
Can I have my, yeah. That was when you were supposed to break out in song, I do believe,
okay.
Right?
Oh.
Yeah, I do believe that. Yeah. So there are, do want to say August the 8th, there will be a fundraiser for Lyra Gilbert, and she's a 6-year-old. She is currently undergoing treatment in leukemia. We'll find out some more about that, but save the date on your calendar for August the 8th. And they contacted me with that information, but we'll find out a little bit more about that. Also, right now, currently, I think they might have already had it cleaned up. They're cleaning up early morning. There was a semi that rolled over on State Road 60 West. Just actually, where 56 and 60 divide, you go up the hill there, not too much further than that. It was before you get to Rush Creek, right there, and it actually had rolled over. It was really a pretty bad accident. So
That's not good.
No, but our authorities are doing a great job, and they're taking traffic a different route. And everyone, please be patient, and also be understanding. But the authorities are doing a fantastic job at making sure that traffic flows. But they do have a little bit of a different way to take you. Your traffic will go a little different direction.
Little detour.
Yeah, a little detour. There's my word. What's that called when
Yeah.
you? All right. Also going on, reminding everybody about the Indianapolis 500 coming up this weekend, and all kinds of activities going on up there in Indy. And WSLM will have some tickets to be giving away, so make sure you do tune in for that. And a chance to win some tickets. They have sold out. Tickets are sold out.
That's what I understood.
Another sold out event. And so you will be able to, if you have not got tickets and you want to go, WSLM can possibly be the one that send you there. Also today, we couldn't get them on. They were going to do a call in, but the Wienermobile was a little busy this morning. So
Uh-oh.
yeah, so we couldn't get our times right. But the new dog hits the track, which I was there last year for the race, and I do want to say it is a fantastic race. And watching all of those, there's several Wienermobiles
That travel the country, isn't it?
absolutely.
Yeah.
There's not just one. So
Right.
you got several, and they all different, look a little different. They are designed a little different, and they all hit the track at once, and it's really pretty fun to watch. So I did get a chance to watch it last year. I don't think I'm going to get there this year, but so earlier this year, Oscar Mayer, they handed the keys to a fan, and its first ever Pick Your Dog bracket, letting America decide who would claim the coveted sixth spot after the new car was due to cutting the mustard. The results are in. The corn dog will take the track for the first time. Well, see, that was a big controversy. Is the corn dog actually fit in there, in that category?
Okay.
Because some would say maybe different than
Is it in its own category?
category, see?
Okay.
But they don't really have a corn dog category. I just want to say, I love corn dogs.
Okay.
There, I said it, okay?
All right.
So
you're
I'm
going to stand in line for one.
I will,
right.
absolutely. I will
Okay.
be rooting on the corn dog. So anyway, it will take the track for the first time. Let's see here, going against American dogs, competing among the 5 other regional dogs. Festivities are set. Oh, actually, no, hang on. Festivities are set for 2 p.m. Friday. So actually, it's not. Okay, they were just going to call in today, but we couldn't get our times together. But so you have Friday. Okay, that's wonderful. At 2 p.m. So yeah, it is a lot of fun. They have a lot of fun with this, and watching them go around the Indy track is even very special. It's one of those moments that you'll never forget.
Now, what's their top speed?
I'm trying to remember. I did know that. I can't remember their top. That's what we need to know, don't we?
Yeah. How do they qualify?
Well, I'm going to tell you, it's not real fast, okay?
No, I bet not.
Well, they have all that extra, hot dog weight up there, they're covering. I'm trying to remember, and what I can't remember, and what I need to do my homework on, is actually all of the different mobiles there are, because there's several different, like you have your, I'm trying to remember the one that had like sauerkraut dog. I'm trying to remember all the different categories that they have in the wiener dog cars. But now the corn dog is going to be my favorite, I think.
Okay.
Without even seeing it go, Now it might be I'm thinking it might not do as well because that corn dog, that coating might make it heavier, right?
Weight it down.
So if you're going to be betting, you might, you have to take all this in consideration too,
That's right.
And how well
Exactly
how well does everything run on rain too? We probably will have a wet track, so.
Well, that's not going to help. That's right.
Makes a difference, right? So it is the Oscar Mayer Indy 500 Pit Stop Challenge. So anyway, gonna be fun. Also going on to the south of us, this is the weekend for the Abbey Road on the river, which will be going on, and we'll have some tickets for that too. And that is going to be a concert. Gates open at 2. Switchfoot will be at 4, and 5:45 will be Counting Crows. It's going to be a lot of fun. Abbey on the river is always fun.
Yes, it
is. So you can go different directions, or I was trying to figure out if you could do both.
Well, yeah, maybe.
Right? I wonder if you could get it all done. Also, so we got the 500 coming up, big weekend for
It is.
Indiana.
Right.
And it's all time, and it's actually the 500, of course, has always been popular, but to already sold out, that's pretty impressive.
Extremely.
And I thought last year was like perfect. I thought it was a really good race, and it was a race that had people do like the wrecks. I always get a little nervous. We had rain delays, but we had a really cool Alex that won. He was fantastic, and and then not only did he win the Indianapolis 500, take time, do all of the press releases or press conferences, and he even like videotape called home, talked to his family, which was just so cool to listen to that. And then he went over and they got him to a Pacers game that night.
Is that right?
Yeah. So
Oh.
wearing several hats, you know what I mean? That's the way to do it.
That is.
That is a cool way. So anyway, that's going to be this weekend. And then also we have the Grassy Fork, and this is the volunteer fire department. And Justin, we love volunteer fire departments and all that they do. They'll be having on June the 18th, 19th, and 20th. It's the 60th annual truck and tractor pull and fish fry. So it's always good fish, always a fun time, and they do a great job. So let's hope the weather cooperates, but that'll be in June, but just save the date.
Save the date coming up.
Yeah.
Right.
And we need to support our volunteer fire departments.
That's right.
Yeah, so.
Yep.
Very good. All right, anything else going on?
Well, like you said, it's a big month.
Yeah.
We've got graduation.
Yes.
Gosh, that
It's
is
exciting.
right here.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Gearing up, getting ready for that. A lot of fun activities, for the seniors, and
Yep.
everything. And when you talk to some of them, which actually you just had an event with the seniors.
We did.
That
at
was
the
pretty
city.
cool.
We had graduation on the bricks last Friday. Great weather. Speaking of some of the weather, we took advantage of that one. Friday night it was just perfect. There wasn't a lot of sun, and it was a little breeze, and it was just a perfect evening there on the bricks. We set up from 6 to 8, and we hosted any of the graduates from the three schools, Salem, East Washington, or West Washington. Goodness, the invitation was to all, and we had a few kiddos show up. We had some pretty intense cornhole games going. I didn't know exactly who the winner was, but that could be, questionable. But great games, great time. Had some snacks for everybody, and so we spent the evening there on the bricks, just conversing and having a good time, and hopefully we'll do it again next year. But that was kind of a nod to all the graduates in our county, and a good job.
Celebrating them, and that's what it's about. We were talking about just to, for some, just to actually be able to graduate. There's a lot of, life gets going, and maybe sometimes gets in the way, and things don't always, it can be always different, different for everyone, and it's a big deal. It's a big deal to make it, and to walk that stage and get that diploma.
It is.
And it needs to be celebrated, Justin, because there's a lot of obstacles that a lot of teenagers have to go through to get there.
Well, it is, and hey, it's a journey, not to undermine any of the educational time, but hey, that's 12 plus kindergarten, 13 years. That's a big time commitment, and goodness, well done, and a lot of hurdles to get there.
Yeah, so I'm very proud, and I think it's nice to celebrate them. And I was really impressed. I stopped by just to see, and I think that it was very impressive. We've got a lot of great young folks in this community. And I hadn't met some of them, and it was really cool to hear them talk, and some, what they want to do after school, and their plans. Some of them were very organized, and, had a...
I believe we heard nursing.
Yeah.
Was definitely a favored topic.
Which is very important.
Yeah.
We need nurses, and and there were several other pathways that they were talking about, and I think it's so nice because this is our community.
Right.
And should they decide to stay, and which we hope, and it really was pretty cool to hear their pathways and what they were doing. Yeah. So I was very impressed, and I thought they were and everybody was so polite, and I just want to say that we've got a lot of great kids, And I think
Do.
sometimes, sometimes you hear negatives, but we got a lot of positives, more positives.
More positives. You bet. You bet.
So, I appreciate you hosting that. I think that's really cool, and I think it's a great series, and I hope next year you just keep building on it, and I hope that more, come, and I think it's, it's fairly new, but you increased a lot more than the first year, and I hope that, maybe the third year will be even better and bigger, because I think it's pretty cool to get to meet the mayor and any questions that they might have had for you, about the city, or just kind of finding out how did you become mayor, and who knows, someday, they might be mayor.
Be a mayor in the mix.
Absolutely, yeah.
You never know. That's exactly right.
Right. So I thought it was a beautiful night, great, and I love the idea, and that kind of kicks off the big series that'll be taking place this coming spring and summer.
That's right. And thanks to WSLM, we had music that night.
Yes.
So we had entertainment. In
that was
sense.
a fun playlist.
It was. It was lively.
Lively.
Yeah.
We like lively playlists. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
So true. So true.
Well, anyway, so that kicks off, and we'll have more series coming on the bricks, and those are such a blessing that we have those bricks, and it was very important to keep them. That's years ago where our roadways, and they decided that, hey, this is something we don't want to change. Keep this unique about our community. And I feel like those are just such an asset. They're just beautiful.
It is, and again, I've said this to our listeners and to you, like Becky. I mean, it's just a great spot. We got it right there on the square, off the square, and obviously very well lit now, and a good backdrop or overhead lights, if you will, and it just really works, and easy to find, easy to park, easy to get to, and so. Most everybody knows when you say on the bricks where that's at. So it's just great. Works out really well.
Absolutely. So exciting time for sure on that. All right, let's see what today is, Mayor. Today we're moving right. Isn't it crazy to think that May?
Isn't it?
We're going to be in June before too long.
June.
We're the 21st day of May.
June.
I know. American Red Cross Founders Day.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I've not done the research on the founder of the Red Cross, but I'm a huge fan of the Red Cross, and I think that a lot of times you hear, oh, the American Red Cross, you hear that, but until you've had a tragedy and they show up and they really take over and just organize and get it all together, to watch them work is amazing.
Yeah, it is. It certainly is.
We've had some tragedies here that, that they've, where you're kind of like, everybody's trying to figure out, what direction to go or what to do. And then when they show up and they kind of jump in and just, whether they're supplying food, whether they're supplying blankets or just direction, whatever.
The meals.
Yes.
Just the whole gamut. Yeah.
I feel like
they step in. They
do. So, the American Red Cross Founders Day, and I do like to give blood, for the American Red Cross too. So, let's see. This is Brown Bag It Thursday.
Okay.
Do you ever bring a brown bag? Do you ever bring your lunch?
Oh yeah.
You bring a brown bag?
But not in that fashion, yeah.
Okay.
But sure, I understand what they're saying.
Well, the nice thing about a brown bag, they've got really cool lunch boxes.
Yeah.
I mean,
those retro.
Oh.
Don't
even.
What do you want?
I've got some above your head there. Yeah.
Yeah,
I've got some
that's right.
Yeah. Yeah. I do like the cool lunch boxes, but the nice about a brown bag, you just throw it away.
True.
You don't have to wash it
True.
out.
No.
There's always when you bring a lunch box, and then when you bring it home and you clean it out, there's always a smell.
Yeah.
Yeah, it smells always there.
Right.
It's always consistent, whether it smells like a ham sandwich, a turkey sandwich, or
Yeah.
Doritos, or whatever. There's
Right.
always that smell.
Right.
So with a brown bag,
Yeah.
just toss it, and it's done.
Yep.
Yeah. So brown bag it Thursday. What would you put in your brown bag? What would you fix?
Well, I think most everybody's go-to. I say that.
Oh, wait,
maybe not.
everybody.
Well, no, what?
Everybody's go-to might not be
peanut butter and jelly.
Oh,
But you're right. It may
Have
not
mercy.
be. Ham and cheese by chance, or
I think the peanut butter and jelly. You had me.
Yeah.
That's just. There's just now. That's just for some reason. Why is that?
Yeah.
It's such a good sandwich.
isn't it?
It's just simplicity. It's
Right.
there. It's been there for years, and it just works.
Right.
Yeah. Now, what else would you have with it?
Oh gosh. Bag of chips.
There you go.
Just make it easy.
I love that.
Yeah.
It just goes together, doesn't it?
Right.
The salty and kind of the sweet.
Right.
Just perfect.
Right.
Yeah. Now, would you have a jukebox, or what would you be drinking?
Gosh, I don't
Capri
know.
Sun?
Yeah, I don't know about that. But, yeah. Oh, maybe a soft drink.
Soft drink, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds good. All right, Brown Bag It Thursday, Global Accessibility Awareness Day, making sure that everybody has accessibility, and I think we have really done really well with that.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Hummus Day. You like hummus?
Sorta. It's okay. It's okay. I wouldn't say it's my first choice.
It wouldn't be necessarily your order, but if it's
No.
there.
Yeah.
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 I need a patch for that day. Patch. Like, I'm going to say Cub Scout, Boy Scout, Girl Scout,
okay,
like the patches, you know?
Sure.
Yeah.
There you
I
go.
was a Girl Scout, and I was and a Brownie, and definitely loved getting those patches. Big deal when you get those patches. We used to have one for communication, and we used to get the Boy Scouts would come and tour the radio station. They would get a patch, so that was cool. A radio patch, yeah, it was cool.
That would be, yeah.
Let's see here. International Tea Day. You like tea?
I do.
You like it hot or cold, or how do you like your tea?
Mostly cold. Yeah.
Cold.
Yeah.
Any certain kind?
Yeah.
McDonald's.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's good. That's good
They just
tea.
have it down to a science,
It is.
don't they?
Yeah. But I'll tell you, I have to drink the unsweet.
Okay, that sweet is
Yeah.
just really sweet, isn't it?
I can't do that.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't even like the half and half. It's got to be.
I was gonna say, what about half and
No,
half? Yeah,
no, I just want regular.
that's southern tea, though, isn't it?
Just stick to the wall.
They do. That's. I do like tea. I like green teas
Oh, okay.
too.
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
I like a lot of teas. The Earl Grey.
Mhm.
There's also like a raspberry that's really good.
Mm.
It's really pretty too. So I like it because it looks good too.
Right.
So tea day. Let's see here. Also National Memo Day. Do you take memos? Like
Lot of
little
notes.
Little you know
Yep.
those little notes that you stick all
Post-it
around.
note.
Post-it notes.
Yep.
Those are
Oh,
fantastic,
yeah.
aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. They make so many cute ones, different colors, and
Oh well, like
yeah.
yellow.
There you go.
Where's
Well,
that
it
yellow
shows-
pad?
Well, it's nice to have the different colors. Maybe like yellow means like soon. Yeah, orange means
Oh, well, I
maybe
never thought of that.
every whatever, and then blue, whatever different color.
Kind of
yeah.
a message behind it.
Yeah.
Okay.
National Notebook Day.
Right.
I love that. I definitely like notebooks and definitely use them often. Oh, here we go. National Strawberry and Cream Day. So, on that, the Strawberry Festival at Borden got canceled.
Yeah.
I felt bad, you
Right.
know.
A lot of work
but
in that.
oh, my goodness, absolutely. And they, of course, did not want to cancel
Sure.
it, but you can't do it when you're underwater, you know. And we know that has worked not so well before, you know, for people. So they had to cancel it, but they are going to go ahead and sell the strawberries because they've got
Oh,
the
are they?
strawberries.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the show's got to go on, you know,
This is
because
true.
they have already, you know, committed to these strawberries. So
Okay.
they will be selling the strawberries. So you just won't have the festival, but you will have the strawberries.
I see.
So, but this is National Strawberries and Cream Day. Do you like strawberries and cream?
Do yes.
Me too.
Yep. Right.
Yeah. I don't think I've really met one I don't like on that.
True.
You know what I mean? Any kind of strawberry, like with whipped cream. How do you like it? Do you with cake or like a
All
what do you
that's
call it?
good.
Angel food cake?
Or strawberry shortcake.
Shortcake? Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Right.
Any kind of cake with it.
Yeah.
Or they make those what's those little round things that have the little dip in them?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I can't say it. either.
Everybody knows what they are. You know, what I mean?
Right.
They come like in a 6-pack.
Yeah. Yeah.
You need all those.
That.
You-
Cool Whip.
Yeah,
Man,
you just
you're-
put a little bit of strawberries in that.
You're
and
going.
I'm telling you, you gotta, and it's so pretty. Well, it is nice.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
Well, and then the strawberries actually, the cool thing about the strawberries too, if you want to freeze them,
Sure.
you can freeze them.
That's
You
right.
know, if you want to go ahead and get them, you can freeze them.
Mhm.
Good luck, they'll be eaten probably before you get them in the freezer.
Good
Especially
chance.
just start cleaning them and
Good
just
chance.
eat them, you know,
Mhm.
which is really good. And I'm going to segue on that too. Don't forget, Walmart's doing a promotion. It's actually a fundraiser for Riley's, and they're selling peaches.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah, and they need to sell about 500 cases.
Wow.
Well, but we got a big community, and we have
Mhm.
several different folks that come from out of the community, and they're fresh. They're going to be like picked within like a week or excuse me, not a week, a day or two from delivery.
Mhm.
So they're fresh Georgia peaches.
Nice.
So you can get in a container, you'll get 16 to 21 or so
Mhm.
peaches, and it's $30, which is good deal. And here's the thing, 100% of that proceeds go to Riley's.
Good.
So
Good.
you're talking about helping another family and then feeding your family.
That's right.
So I think you could really do really well. I'm all into making sure you have healthy choices for the summer, because a lot of times, we have kids home, we have, and a lot of times you're on the go, everybody's busy. And when you have fruit offering there, so you could have peaches and you could have strawberries, right? Have strawberry shortcake and then peach cobbler the next night.
Just rotate, go back and forth.
I think a banner. I think I would show up for both.
Right. Very appropriate.
Don't make me choose. I'm in love with both.
Right.
Torn between two lovers.
Right.
Feeling like a fool, but yeah. So anyway, so those are some options to get some good fruit. Also, National Waiters and Waitresses Day.
Oh, very important.
Hats off to them.
Yeah. Hard work too.
Yeah. I've never been a waitress or waiter, but I like the idea. You know what I mean? I think they, I'm not making light of it. I'm not saying they don't work 100%, but I think
sure.
I think it would be kind of an interesting job. Definitely. A rapture party. Okay. Let's see here. World Day of Diversity and Development. Okay. Those are some holidays. Get out and enjoy there. So, we know it's actually this Thursday to us, right now.
Well,
and it is a Thursday, yeah.
Thursday.
So construction going good. We always talk about that, but
hey, please,
moving right ahead.
Let's get to that. You bet. Had some more concrete work this week down towards the square side at the exit entrance of the square. In that, obviously, if you're driving, you saw the equipment and the crews standing around, and a couple of surprises there that had to work around, which is typical under some of the older structures. So got some of that old concrete removed and found some things, and navigating all that, moving forward. And so again, weather has helped. Didn't really delay too much this week, even though we had the rain, but still going well. The rain did delay scheduling some things further down in the scope of work, and so as we've been talking about the camel hump, that's going to be the go-to now. We're just going to call it that.
I know.
But anyways, the former railroad bed, so that does need some good series of dry days, so that's been delayed a little bit.
I wondered on that.
And again, to the listeners, and Becky, we'll let you know as soon as that is scheduled, because there'll be some little bit of detouring needed just for some safety, and because that's such a wide area, we're not going to be able to navigate that exactly. So that's forthcoming, but big part of it. Overall, yes, moving right along. Moving well.
They really work fast. It's really, I mean, for all that they're doing, by going in, and I really want to give them, I hope their ears are burning, because I really want to say I'm very impressed with how fast they actually do, because not only are they just pouring concrete, they're going in and fixing the lines, they're doing all of the interior work underneath underneath all that, getting it all new, getting it fixed and replacing, and which takes time to do all that.
Sure does.
And then you put the layers on, on top. And I think that they actually have been shaking and moving, and actually they've been very steady with it. I know rain causes a lot of trouble sometimes, and flooding, 6 inches within just a few weeks here. That's quite a bit of rain, but I do want to give them a compliment, and I hope they hear that or feel that, because I think they are doing a great job, and they need to be encouraged on that, because it's going to be beautiful when it gets all done.
Yes,
it's going to be nice.
So much.
So, and that's just a feather in our community's cap there.
Right.
So very good. Also, Mayor, talking about things going on too. These are some fun things to talk about, and normal things that maybe feel embarrassing for no logical reason. Do you have like something that that's normal, but it feels embarrassing, and for why? And why does it feel embarrassing? Okay,
please.
Have you ever walked out of a store without buying anything? I have. Does that bug you?
It is weird, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, because you think eyes are on you.
I know.
Yeah.
Why do we feel that way?
I know.
Especially like if you're running in for one thing or something, and for whatever reason they don't have it, or they're out of it. But it's it's human. I mean, it's natural, right?
Very much so. Very much.
But I feel like that too.
Yeah.
I always feel like I need to buy something.
Yeah. Stick of gum.
right?
Yeah.
Something, I need to buy something. I don't know, but there's nothing wrong with. I just want to say, completely justified to walk out. If because you'll shop there or go back later.
That's right. That's exactly right.
But if you were on a hunt for something and they don't have it, you're okay to walk out. But I don't know why we feel that way. And there's actually nobody's ever said anything. Like, there's no reason not to feel that way. I mean, like, I've never heard anybody say, "Hey, you didn't buy anything." I mean, right? I don't know why that we feel that way. Okay, well, if you felt embarrassed because of that, it doesn't make any sense. But it can feel awkward for a lot of people, especially smaller shops that aren't crowded. I have to agree with that 100%.
You bet. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. It's odd.
And I don't know why we do it to ourselves.
Sure we do.
Because
right.
there's nobody saying anything.
That's what says you have to buy.
Nope. A website found normal things that feel embarrassing for no logical reason. And here are some that you can relate to. Okay, number 1, trying to park in a tight space.
Okay, that's humorous. Yeah, witness that a lot.
Okay, I'm going to say this, and I'm not knocking, but a lot of your cities, okay, so I'm going to went to Cincinnati, okay?
Okay, all right.
I don't feel like, and we have a big truck, okay? I don't feel like that's the norm there.
Okay.
Right. And I'm just saying, they're not, they're making it for their people, who the normal, right? And trying to park a big truck, their parking spaces were smaller. Of course, they're trying to make more parking spaces for people and accommodate. I get it. I'm not complaining. I'm only explaining that to get that truck in that parking space was very tight.
Sure.
And so I did feel very and I think probably people were watching. Can she do this?
Can she do?
Yeah. Can she do this?
Yeah.
And she did.
Yeah, that's right.
Dropped the microphone, and she did. But I do want to say that I noticed that parking spot, in other cities too, you know what I mean? And sometimes airports, you know what I mean?
All right.
Sometimes they're, but a lot of them will have like, what do they call the little cars? Compact cars only. So I do appreciate those signs, because then that's not even gonna, and
Right.
well, you can look at it too, you know. So like they'll have a little corner spot for compact cars only, and I feel like those are fantastic to park. But I do believe when you have a bigger truck and you're trying to park it in a smaller space, it kind of does put the pressure on. I'm not gonna lie, like I tried to act like I wasn't sweating, but there was a little bit of sweat there.
A little nervous.
A little nervous, yeah.
Do I have a blind spot?
Well, yeah. Exactly. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And and then, but anyway, but I did have eyes on me, because I think they were trying to see, is she going to, and she did it. So there we go.
Yeah.
So.
Well done.
Well done. But I do feel that it can be embarrassing trying to get it in there right. Okay. Number 2, stretching on your own before a workout class begins.
Oh, okay, right.
Like if you're just like out there.
Your own version of, this is my exercise. This is my warm-up routine. Yeah.
But I've seen a lot of people actually, like on the walking trail and everything doing that, and they're right. Mayor, they're right. They're that's what you're supposed to be doing before you get out and do a lot of exercising. And a few years ago, it's been a while ago, but the Extension Office did a program, and we had it here on Coffee Club, which was really interesting, talking about before you do your gardening.
Oh, okay.
Like to do stretches, because you think about gardening. I mean, gardening is a lot of like stretching, bending, and to kind of do a little bit of a.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you drive by a house and someone's out there stretching, getting ready to work in the garden.
It's not goat yoga. It's carrot yoga.
Hey, I am a fan of goat yoga. Okay.
All right.
I do like goat yoga. Don't even tempt me with a good time. Okay. But stretching on your own before a workout class begins, and these are actually normal things, but for some reason sometimes people feel embarrassed.
Right.
Yeah. But don't. No logical reason why. Wait, hold on. I'm trying to think of spot. No logical reason. Okay, number 3, trying on shoes at the store.
Oh, okay.
Do you feel embarrassed about that?
No, I don't know that I see that connection.
I don't know either, because I say please do try them on, right? You need to
Maybe
try
it's
them
because
on.
you're taking your old shoes off, and
Maybe so.
yeah,
What's your
your socks are
socks?
mismatched. Go one gray, one blue.
Hey, that's in now.
I
You know what I mean?
guess. Okay.
I don't think
Yeah,
anybody judges anybody
I
anymore on
guess.
that kind of stuff. I don't know. You know, what I mean, yeah, trying on shoes at the store. I think you got to try them on,
Oh, I do too.
but for some people, I guess feeling a little embarrassed about that, and there's no reason to feel that way. We're doing it to ourselves.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody said, "Hey, don't try those shoes on." You know what I mean? Right?
Mm-hmm.
I've never heard that. Okay, going through the TSA checkpoint at the airport.
Well, I don't get that either.
Well, I do.
Oh.
And I'll tell you why. I get a little bit because, okay, here's where I get. For some reason, like all my jewelry.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So sometimes I try to wear less jewelry because like it'll go off.
Oh, I see.
You
Yeah.
see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's not embarrassing. I don't think I feel embarrassed. I just like, you know what I mean?
More of the hassle.
Yeah, maybe that's it. And I
Yeah.
kind of, again, do it to myself, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a day where less is more.
Yeah. But
No.
but I like my
But
jewelry.
it's hard to adhere that, isn't it? Yeah.
Again, the struggle is real over here,
Wow.
Mayor.
Wow.
I'm telling you, Justin, it is. I promise. You know what I mean? You get that way. So going through TSA checkpoint at the airport. Now, hang on. I will say this too. We got, for some reason, and I don't know why, we got cookies from a store that we don't have around here. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. These cookies had gone viral. Okay, like they were
Sure.
really the hot item.
Sure.
Okay. It was right before Christmas, and so I went into the store, and they just got a new shipment in, and they just got them. So like these were good. So I wanted to bring these
Back.
to back to have at Christmas. I wanted to have
Sure.
them on because I thought everybody's going to just
Yeah.
be happy about this. Okay. Well, for whatever reason, the store, I don't know how they packed them, but it sent off warning to, which I do want to say I'm a rule follower, and I do believe in I love security, you know what I mean? But my cookies, so they had to have security come down, and they had to like use their equipment to check to see what this was on top of these cookies, and they were sealed.
Okay.
They were sealed. They had the plastic on them. And I said, do you have to open them? Because I wanted them fresh. You know what I mean? We had a few days before. I just wanted them fresh. And they did. They had to open them. And so, anyway, they checked out. They were cookies. But for some reason, however they packaged them from the store,
Yeah.
there was something that triggered. Okay, I want to say I'm not mad because I really appreciate them being that thorough.
Yeah.
And I want that.
And it goes back to that safety first.
Yes.
And sure.
So I did what I had to do.
Yeah.
I just ate the cookies. They didn't make it. So, well, they were, went ahead and just ate the cookies.
Well, that's logical.
Yeah. What are you to do?
What are you to do?
You know what I mean? What's a
Right.
person to do? Because, they might not be fresh for
Yeah.
Christmas, so
Yeah.
I just ate the cookies.
Yeah.
And they were delicious.
Were they?
Yeah,
Okay.
they were really
I was
good.
hoping there was a
They-
follow-up
Yeah,
here.
they were delicious.
Okay.
They were delicious. They were everything.
There was nothing
So
left.
maybe they actually did me a favor.
Well,
you know.
there is glass half full.
That's right. But it was really different, and yes, I was very embarrassed. I was very of course, everybody's watching, like, what has she got,
Yeah,
over there,
that's true too. Yeah.
It's just a tin of cookies, they were in a tin, and just a tin of cookies, you know what I mean? But it was a little bit embarrassing, you
Sure.
know.
That
course-
makes sense.
Yeah. Of course, I was kind of in wonder too. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And if they didn't open it up and there wouldn't have been cookies, I would have been really in wonder. So I guess.
Oh well,
I mean, well, there was something that was alerting them. So
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but I do want to say the cookies were delicious. So
Good.
all good. Yeah.
You gonna
so-
buy another 10?
Yeah. No,
Oh.
because we were already on the airplane. Yeah.
No, I mean
so
next time you
next
go.
time I go, well,
Yeah.
I might just eat them.
Or maybe you
before
could
the
maybe you could just ship them back home.
Yeah. That would be logical.
Now we know.
Yeah, just be careful.
And of course, you get a discount when you buy more than one.
Well, there you go. There you
So-
go. Right. Yeah.
We'll get this planned.
Oh, grasshopper, you are teaching me over there. All right. Doing yard work in front of your house.
Really?
I don't get embarrassed. I think it's wonderful. Go. You go. I'm
Yeah,
happy about
yeah.
that. Cheering them person on. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You got to do it.
Maybe the person is saying, I bought the wrong plants, and
Oh.
maybe they're worried about what they. I don't know. They shouldn't.
Well, the only thing that I would say is mowing. I'm not the best mowing person.
Well.
So, my lines are, you have those people that just mow beautiful. And they have those mowers that just make it all look, lines
Mm-hmm.
and, and all that. Maybe that's what, I don't know. Doing yard work in front of your house, I don't feel like that's. But see, again, what we're talking about is they feel embarrassing, but there's no reason to feel embarrassed.
Correct.
You're doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Correct.
And I don't care. I'm sorry. I think houses are beautiful that have that, but I'm not that person. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If it gets mowed, that's
There's a level of maintenance. I'm getting it mowed.
that's right.
It's fine.
So I'm going in circles.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
It's going to be art. I'm doing art.
Yeah. Yeah. Art is subjective.
That's right.
That is very much true.
It's the beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm beholding it. So.
Yeah. How come you missed that over there? Oh, no.
No. That was a.
That's.
I wanted it more depth. You know what I mean? I wanted a little more depth over
Right.
there. I wanted to show.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay. Also, number 6, sitting there while the restaurant staff sings "Happy Birthday" to you.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you feel that's embarrassing?
Yeah.
Are you embarrassed?
Well, a little of that, but I also don't care for it.
Wait, hang on. Are you that person that says, "Please don't do it"? Do you not want a big Texas yeehaw?
No, I don't. No, I don't. We can do without that.
Sit on the saddle.
Soaking the
Sit
five
on the
booths.
saddle, Mayor.
Soaking
And
the
big-
5 booths around us. They don't need to hear it either.
Well, they all want to give it. They all want to join in.
Yeah. Well, read those faces. No, I'm not sure they do.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
It can be a little scary at times. Whoa.
Yeah.
Can I get your attention,
Yeah.
please?
Be knee deep in a very serious conversation, and all of a sudden here come the banjos.
That's right. You got to paddle faster.
Right.
Anyway,
Right.
no, I think that I think a lot of people it embarrasses. Yeah, I have one daughter that for whatever reason this just completely just sets her on fire, and so of course I do it.
You- Egg it on.
Absolutely.
See what we can get done.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's okay. I don't know. I don't have a problem. If you,
Now,
mean,
Here's the other side of the coin.
because I know there might be a cake or something coming. You know what I mean?
There is some age appropriate.
Yeah.
I will concede. Okay, if it's a kiddo, yeah, let them have it. That's good.
I do think, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure, definitely. All right, number 7, opening presents in front of other people.
Oh yeah.
I didn't realize how many people, which I can name, I can tell you name, I can name drop people, and you would know them who do not like that.
Mhm.
I never realized that. We don't, in our family, we don't have that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? We're rip-roaring and
Rip roaring and high fiving. Okay.
on opening presents. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I'm not knocking that. Everybody's different. You know what I mean? But I've learned that, and I've learned how to be respectful of that. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So, like, if I'm helping out with a party or whatever doing, I ask the person, are you okay with opening up the presents in front, And if they're not, then we'll just take them home.
Mm-hmm.
If they're okay with it, then we'll
Mhm.
do that,
Mhm.
But I think I didn't realize how many actually do have that. And that's
Yeah.
something that it was very much awareness for me, I guess.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Do you have a problem opening up
Yeah,
presents?
I'm not. Yeah, if I'm just by myself, or if I'm the recipient, let's say.
Yeah,
yes,
okay, so we're
only.
having a birthday party for you. Would
Yeah,
you-
I'd rather not. I'd rather wait.
okay.
Take it home.
Take it home and
Yeah,
open it
yeah.
on your own. Yeah, and that's okay.
Mhm.
Everybody to themselves, but really, there's no reason not to. You know what I mean? But you just feel that way. It's
Yeah.
what makes you feel better.
Yeah.
Okay, driving over a speed bump. This is for those just now joining us. It's normal things that for whatever reason feels embarrassing for no logical reason.
Well, I guess did they take it too fast? Pour coffee.
Like the Seven Sisters.
Coffee down
That's
the
right.
down the vents in the car, and
Hey, I'm just going to say something. I kind of got skill on that. Okay, I can hold a coffee cup.
Mhm.
I mean, an open coffee cup,
Mhm.
and hit a bump and be fine.
right.
Yeah.
Well, there's a little practice,
Yeah.
but maybe if you absolutely took a high speed that wasn't right, and you all your belongings went sideways.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. I think I can kind of see that. Driving over a speed bump, for whatever, and it's not, there's no really logical reason why it would embarrass you, but I
Yeah.
guess some would be, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay. Coughing in a quiet public place.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
I will try my best not to do that.
Yeah. And there's a subsection of that, sneezing.
Oh,
Coughing or sneezing, and
so at Monday at the 500, there was, and she owned it. She coughed and sneezed at the same time. I mean, it was very loud.
Yeah.
And she owned it. She laughed. Everybody, and the
Yeah.
guys, I think, thought it was great.
Yeah.
They were. She said that was a cough and a sneeze. That was pretty talented, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I am the same way. A sneeze too. Yeah. Sneeze and a cough and it wasn't a quiet place. So I mean, it
Yeah,
was, people
true.
were talking. So, but if it had been a quiet place, she might have felt,
Yeah. No, I've done that.
Yeah, trying your best not
Oh.
to, or like you've taken a drink, maybe of coffee or something or whatever, or your Coke or whatever,
Sure.
and it went down kind of different.
Yep.
And makes you,
Yeah.
or they call on you, and you're trying to.
Wait a minute. I need 10 more seconds.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, be right back.
Talk amongst yourself.
Right.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so. Okay, here we go. Coughing in a quiet place. I definitely think that's
Mhm.
one that I really
Mhm.
try my best not to do.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 10, walking to the bathroom in a crowded restaurant.
Well, I don't get that either.
Well, I don't care. No. Right?
Gosh, no.
No. I mean, but these are things that, for whatever reason, some people, and they feel embarrassing, and there's no really logical reason. I mean, right?
No. True.
Number,
Funny.
maybe you have to go wash your hands, maybe, or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Number 11, asking for help finding a book at the bookstore.
Okay.
Well, I will be honest, I'll try to do it myself first. You know what I mean? Just because I don't want to, like, I always say, if it was a snake, it'd have got me. Like, I don't want,
Yeah.
like, right there in front of you.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I try to do it myself, but I don't mind help, asking for help. And I've never had anybody make me feel less than because I ask for help.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like
Correct.
bookstores are very good about
Well, you're there, and if you're looking for a
something.
certain.
Yeah.
Um,
Or, like, if they come up and say, can I help you with something?
right.
Absolutely.
Right. Right.
Please do.
Right.
Can you tell I need help? Right? So I don't have a problem with that. I don't
Mhm.
think that's
Mm-hmm.
at all. And I think they are fantastic, And actually, we just had a book sale at the library, and they were very helpful about that. So, okay, realizing the barista has memorized your coffee order. Would that be embarrassing
No,
to
I think
you?
it's a compliment.
I think it's a huge compliment.
Right.
I love that so much. And there's a lot of that do.
Yeah.
They kind of
Yeah.
got you
Yeah,
down. Kind
yeah.
of know what you're going to get.
Right.
And there's restaurants too that know that.
Oh, certainly.
And I'm very happy about that.
Mhm.
Yeah, just go ahead. And I think it's kind of a very nice gesture.
Mm-hmm.
I think it doesn't embarrass me. It makes me feel very
Well, it kind of personalizes it.
exactly.
And
Yeah,
and then you're more inclined to go back.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Giving a customer service rep a long account number. I don't.
Well, they assign the account number.
That's right.
You didn't make it up yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay. Reading anything out loud.
Okay, now that does make sense.
Okay, see, I love it.
Do you?
Oh my goodness, I love that.
Okay.
Yeah, if I want to make sure that my voice sounds
Mhm.
okay. I mean, like, if I, wasn't going to cough or sneeze, but
Right. Well, true.
do you have that, or does that kind of like bug you?
There's days, yeah. There's days, especially if it's something I've not prepared, and I've
Yeah.
been handed something. And okay,
Well, now
what
hang on. I do want to say that would be, yes. If you were handed
Yeah.
something, might be a little different. But if you
And I have a tendency, and maybe this is something I should work on myself.
We're always working on ourselves.
Here I'm giving myself pointers. But no.
Take notes.
Take notes, Justin. But I do better just off the cuff.
Okay.
And so if I have to look down and read, and then sometimes my glasses, my eyes, I'll lose my place occasionally, and maybe everybody has that.
No,
goodness, but there's one of my hang-ups. So I'd rather just get the feel for it and try to wing it.
Right. Well, now, okay, this is what my dad always. This is how I do it. Like, have some like cue cards. My dad was huge on cue cards.
Agreed.
Okay, and just kind of, and what I do is if I can like have like adjust like just a few words on my cue cards, and then my I'll trigger it'll
those bullet points.
Yes, exactly.
Take you right where you want to go.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I feel like that if I have it written out and I'm really like trying to read it, then I'm also wanting to make eye contact and personalize and and in what I'm talking about. Then if you lose your place, or like if you haven't had a chance to read it and what direction it's going, or if you've just kind of given something, I feel like that's would definitely make a person very uncomfortable. If you're all of a sudden, here, read this, and then you're like, what's it even about? So I could see that definitely. Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind reading out loud, but I again want to make sure I'm not coughing or sneezing or
Yeah.
Or,
yeah.
Or drinking milk, something that would coat your throat. You know what I mean?
Oh,
like
yeah,
that.
right.
Or something.
Yeah.
Think if because the winners of the 500 usually drink milk.
All right.
So you think about chugging milk and then all of a sudden having to do an interview. Like, it kind of coats your throat, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is really, I'm so squirrel. I'm going off the path. It's really a cool thing because here in Indiana, our dairy farmers are really cool.
Oh, sure.
And they provide the milk that they drink. And they get to choose before each driver gets to they do a survey of what milk they want: skim, whole, 2%,
right.
Chocolate, white, and they mark that. So then whoever wins the race gets that brought to them. And we have seen in the years past too, orange juice being brought.
Yeah.
I do love orange juice.
I take the milk first.
Yeah. I definitely. Well, because it's the tradition. Yeah,
sure.
Definitely. And I love that.
Yeah.
What kind of milk would you want?
I don't like the whole or the 2%. I typically drink skim, so let's go with that.
I drink skim too.
Yeah.
But if I just won the Indianapolis 500,
wouldn't matter, would it?
Oh, I'd be give me whole, baby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right. I guess it really wouldn't matter.
Oh, I was gonna say,
Yeah.
Give me the whole.
Yeah. And you wear half of it, so.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Which I do want to say that is a lot too, because there's some that have asked not to have it poured over them. Don't pour over me.
Yeah.
But I'm not trying to be rude, but they've got a lot of interviews. There's a lot of people going to want them afterwards.
You bet.
And they're in that
tight suit.
Yes. So, and
already hot, already.
Exactly. And then you add milk to it. So I don't judge on that. You know what I mean? If you want to let them do it, if you can do it, and you have different people have different sensories. Some people
true.
Are not really,
point.
And so I feel like if that's something they just do not want, please respect that. On that, I feel like that. You could still splash a little if you want to,
sure.
but I think what you're saying too is that when they drink it, it's going to go out anyway, quite a bit, because, their hands, they've had it on a steering wheel.
All right.
I'm sure they're kind of shaky, at some point. So I feel like that they have to be complete athletes on that. But,
no doubt.
Yeah, but I would go whole milk, 100%. Yeah,
okay.
100%. Yeah. All right. So but that was just a little fun fact. So.
All right. Side note.
Sorry about that. So going back now to the questions that we were asking, normal things that feel embarrassing with no logical reason. Okay. So if these are true, why? They talked to many people that there's a trigger of self-consciousness or uncomfortable awareness of oneself. You feel like a center of attention and you aren't sure how to act or are worried about creating an awkward scene. You also can conclude that someone holding the door open for you when you're too far away, walking back. Okay, if someone's holding the door for me, I love that. I just want to say I love that. I love that. And I really thank them for that. I don't feel that awkward. I think that's they see me coming and maybe I've got my hands full or something or whatever, or just holding the door open.
Sure.
How
Just
nice,
simple
you know?
as that.
And I'm one of those people that if I see someone behind me and they're a few steps behind, I still hold that door. I'm that person, and I've noticed that people get surprised at that, and they'll say, "Oh, thank you," you know, and I'm like, that's nice. I mean, that's what we should be doing. You know what I mean? You know, it's kind of an invitation. Come on in. You know, here we come. Right? Also, walking back after you turn in. Oh, if you're bowling and you walk back after your turn in bowling.
Oh, I see. You're walk of shame almost.
Well,
back to your seat.
that's every time I bowl. I have that walk of shame.
Yeah.
I wouldn't bowl if I.
Well, okay.
I like bowling. I'm just not good
and
at it.
that's where that person needs to overcome. It's just the fun activity.
Oh, absolutely.
It's not how good.
It's going to be gutter balls.
Gutter ball.
There's going to be.
You have
but
to.
Then it's weird because I'm so bizarre because like I can hit a strike, like is that what they call one strike when you hit them all? I can do just weird things, and it's funny. It's so funny because nobody's watching when that happens. And I'm really being because they know I'm not good. You know what I mean? I'm not one of those that put your eyes on that, you know, and they maybe watch to maybe get a little humor.
Right.
But I don't anyway. But I will hit that every now and then, like get them all down strike, and then the next one will be a gutter. I'm not consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah. You wouldn't put me on your bowling league. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Well,
I'll go get soft drinks for you or
Okay.
whatever. You know what I mean? I'll take the numbers, whatever. Score.
You'll do score.
I can do the score.
Okay.
Scorekeeper.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
But and I'll wear the uniform.
Right.
But I'm not. You won't want me out there. Yeah. But I like it. So.
Right.
Yeah. But I don't. So do you feel embarrassed walking back?
No, but I could see why that would be on the list. Yeah. You know, all of a sudden your ball's 2 lanes over. How'd that happen? Well.
Hey, you've seen me bowl before, haven't you?
How'd that happen?
Hey, we're not supposed to be talking about that,
Yeah,
okay?
right.
All right. What happens at the bowling lane stays at the bowling
Stays.
lane, okay?
Got it.
Passing people when walking or jogging who are going really similar speeds to you.
Oh. Well, everybody's got their own pace.
That's exactly right. When someone knocks on the bathroom door and you have to let them know that it's occupied. Okay.
Well, maybe.
Everything, elevators, just being in an elevator.
Oh, that does bother a lot of people. I have noticed. Yeah.
It can be awkward.
Awkward
right?
and quiet.
Yeah. Or if someone's really having a conversation.
Oh, there's that.
And it's very interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been in some really interesting conversations that I was sad that I had to get off my floor.
Oh, yeah.
I thought about just writing it up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want to hear.
Yeah.
Oh, do tell. You know what I mean?
How does this end? All right.
Yes. In Las Vegas, there were some really good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Really interesting stories.
Mm.
Yeah. But anyway, so those are some things that for whatever reason, no logical reason, but we feel a little embarrassed. So you're okay if you feel that way. You know what I mean? It's all
True
right.
enough.
You know, so. Okay. So real quick, the average American believes the real start of summer is today.
Oh, okay.
I felt like, I don't know why, because I guess some parts of the country, Americans feel shortchanged by spring this year, and in return, the new survey said that Americans said that May the 21st, which is today, is actually the first day of summer. But it's usually June the 21st. So they're bringing it a month ahead. Why not, right?
I guess.
Whatever, right? Whatever. That one, I don't really, I'll just take warmer temperature. That's what I like. So
enjoy what we got.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So, all right, Merritt, let's enjoy our sponsors this morning.
Please want to thank Mediview Healthcare, Walmart, Salem Crossing, Americans for Prosperity, Mama Rosa's, Fox Purley Wealth Management, Dr. Black's Eye Associates, Dr. Mindy Gunn, Marshall Monuments, Springer & Springer Insurance, Schneck Hospital, and Temple & Temple.
All right, let's have the best Thursday ever. Thanks for hanging out with me.
Boys County Tire Recall, big or small, they service all. They have the name brand tires, to keep you cruising on down the road. They got tires for driving mean. They even got 'em for your farm machine. You can call 'em day or night. Du Bois County Tire does it right. Big or small, we service all. Du Bois County Tire.
Now through March 31st, get up to $180 back on a Bridgestone prepaid MasterCard. Get $80 when you buy a set of 4 eligible Bridgestone tires. Get an additional $100 when you make an eligible tire purchase with your CFNA credit card. Available at Washington County Tire Shop in Salem. Subject to credit approval, restrictions apply. See BridgestoneRewards.com for details.
Big or small, we service all. Du Bois County Tire.
Bourbon and Beyond is back. The world's largest music, spirits, and culinary experience returns to the heart of Louisville, Kentucky, featuring Foo Fighters, Mumford & Sons, Chris Stapleton, Dave Matthews Band, Queens of the Stone Age, Casey Musgraves, plus Red Clay Strays, Hootie and the Blowfish, The War on Drugs, Foster the People, Jason Isbell and the 400 Unit, Counting Crows, Jesse Wells, Jesse Murph, Goose, and so many more. Bourbon and Beyond returns to Kentucky Expo Center September 24th through 27th with access to the thrills of Kentucky Kingdom Theme Park. Don't miss the best 4 days of the year, blending world-class music, food, bourbon, and more. Passes are on sale now at bourbonandbeyond.com.
When it comes to getting the job done right, from driveways to bridge work and paving to construction and excavating, there's one name you can count on: Temple & Temple Excavating. Serving homeowners and also handling big jobs for city, county, and state highway projects, they've built a reputation on quality work since 1948. Driveways, construction, demolition. If you need it moved, cleared, built, or torn down, call Temple & Temple Excavating at 812-883-6644. Temple & Temple have been supporting Washington County for 77 years, one project at a time. Call Temple & Temple today at 812-883-6644 or find them online at templeandtemple.com, where you can also apply for job opportunities.
Louder Than Life, North America's loudest and largest rock and metal festival, returns to Louisville this September with My Chemical Romance, Iron Maiden, Tool, Limp Bizkit, plus Pantera, Pierce the Veil, Gojira, Papa Roach, Sublime, Danny Elfman, The Prodigy, A Day to Remember, Megadeth, Hailstorm, Rise Against, and more. 4 days, 190 plus bands, 7 stages. The loudest and largest rock and metal festival in North America. Louder Than Life returns to the Kentucky Expo Center September 17th through 20th. All 4 days, single day, and premium passes are on sale now, starting at only $1 down. Get yours at louderthanlifefestival.com.
When you hear sandwich from a pizza place, you may think, meh. Except Papa John's just went and loaded theirs with all your favorite toppings. Then they toasted their ciabatta bread with their signature garlic sauce, making even the biggest skeptics among us into believers. Philly cheesesteak, steak and mushroom, chicken bacon ranch, new oven toasted sandwiches. Try a new oven toasted today for $7.99. Better ingredients, better pizza, better sandwiches. Papa John's.
Celebrate the Beatles
It's been a hard day's night.
and the songs that defined a generation at Abbey Road on the River. Memorial Day weekend, May 21st through the 25th at beautiful Big 4 Station Park in Jeffersonville. 5 days, over 200 concerts, non-stop music.
She's got a ticket to ride.
Get your ticket to
Bourbon and Beyond is back. The world's largest music, spirits, and culinary experience returns to the heart of Louisville, Kentucky, featuring Foo Fighters, Mumford & Sons, Chris Stapleton, Dave Matthews Band, Queens of the Stone Age. Casey Musgraves, plus Red Clay Strays, Hootie and the Blowfish, The War on Drugs, Foster the People, Jason Isbell in the 400 unit, Counting Crows, Jesse Wells, Jesse Murr, Goose, and so many more. Bourbon and Beyond returns to Kentucky Expo Center September 24th through 27th with access to the thrills of Kentucky Kingdom Theme Park. Don't miss the best 4 days of the year, blending world-class music, food, bourbon, and more. Passes are on sale now at bourbonandbeyond.com.
Feel the spring in your drive with Michelin tires. The road to a new season of adventure starts here. Get $80 via reward card or virtual account after online submission on purchases of 4 new Michelin passenger or light truck tires from March 26th to May 31st, 2026. See www.michelinman.com/auto/deals-promotions-and-rebates for complete details and qualifying tires. Void where prohibited. Available at Washington County Tire Shop in Salem. Copyright 2026. Michelin North America Incorporated. All rights reserved. The Michelin Man is a registered trademark owned by Michelin.
Big or small, we service all. Du Bois County Tire.
Celebrate the Beatles
It's been a hard day's night.
and the songs that defined a generation at Abbey Road on the River. Memorial Day weekend, May 21st through the 25th at beautiful Big 4 Station Park in Jeffersonville. 5 days, over 200 concerts, non-stop music.
She's got a ticket to ride.
Get your ticket to ride to Abbey Road on the River. Sponsored by the City of Jeffersonville, Southern Indiana Tourism, Crown Royal, Cornbread Hemp, and NWSB. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Introduce your family and friends to one of Salem's oldest traditions, home cooking from Mama Rosa's in Salem. Whether you're getting that one-of-a-kind tasting pizza, baked spaghetti, hot sandwiches, or a variety of other Italian food and artisan pizzas, Mama Rosa's has something for everyone. Open Tuesday through Thursday 4 to 9 for dining and carryout. Friday and Saturdays from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Sundays from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Mama Rosa's brings their famous pizza buffet to you on Fridays from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. for just $12.99. Choose from a wide variety of pizzas, homemade soups, and a large salad bar with their homemade potato salad, slaw, and desserts. Then come back for Friday night's home-style buffet from 4:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. or 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Sundays for $15, where you'll find a variety of good, home-cooked foods. Children's buffet is $7 each. Stop in and see Joanne and her family at Mama Rosa's and make some new memories or relive your childhood with that one-of-a-kind taste. Dine in or call 812-883-6296 to take the great taste of Mama Rosa's pizza home with you.
Hi, this is Wes Bowers, and I'm a Republican candidate for District 2 Commissioner here in Washington County. If you're anything like me, you're tired of the way business in our county has been conducted. Whether it be improper procedure or a simple lack of communications, things rarely seem fair to the average person, but appear to benefit a few that are in the right positions. I believe that my 12 years in the Marine Corps, coupled with the last 15 years owning and operating my own business, have provided me with the leadership tools necessary to help steer this county in a fair, positive, and fiscally responsible direction for everyone. Let's get away from the career politicians and the so-called way it's always been mentality and work for a county that actually benefits everyone. Again, this is Wes Bowers, and I would greatly appreciate your vote.
If you would like to know more about Wes, please find him on Facebook at Wes for Commissioner, paid for by Wes Bowers for Commissioner.
Access to the tenant's home. He went there for more than to work on dead birds.
Easy.
And he
that is horrifying.
He turned that into a place where he would take dates. And
I'm gonna tell you this right now. I ain't writing no check. I better have free rent that month.
Guys, I don't want y'all to miss out, because I know that our first thought is it may have something to do with these people that continue to wear masks. But he made it clear, because I was laughing, and he made it clear that he's coming in here to fumigate the place. Yeah, over what they saw on the camera. And he literally has a surgical mask on. Yeah. And I think that he's wearing that as a symbol of this place is unclean now. Yeah. This is happening on our couch.
The What was the?
Was it the
That-
couch?
even a
That was
chair?
the floor. It looked
Is it
like.
the floor?
It looked like the carpet.
I don't know what it is.
I mean, you're talking about a stain clean.
Guys, that's got to be free rent. That's got to be free
My wife
rent.
would have us throw every bit of furniture out of there.
Oh, we
What
never.
about his reaction when she called him out?
Oh yeah, we would never have get to return. And I'd be like, well, I think we just have to start over. Maybe go
leave your furniture.
Maybe go get our precious photos.
Yeah.
In this situation, say you have pictures of your kids and everything up there on the a table or something, and I think even their faces would be changed in the picture.
Yeah.
Yeah. Horrified.
Over what they've seen, but it was.
My goodness. Ain't that easy?
People want me to do Keith again if this was Dave.
Oh, now that has to happen.
Keith Morrison.
Yeah.
Oh.
They went to see a sick relative in the hospital, leaving behind their home. They got a ping on their security camera of a possible intrusion. But what they saw next will traumatize them forever.
Then quote her.
Rick?
Visiting a sick relative is something that is pretty common. But what happened next? What was supposed to be a security ping turned into bottom down, legs up.
Okay. And that's quoting the news story. That's quoting the news story.
That's from the news package. It was in the news.
It was in the news package.
Yeah, that's exactly how they described it.
Yeah.
But what they saw next would change their lives forever.
And they were going to have to buy a new computer chair.
While visiting a sick relative, a ping came to their phone, signaling something was wrong at the townhouse they rented. What they saw next caused an extra stop on the way home for carpet cleaner. That's just
They need Simply Safe on that one. They could at least talk to the intruder.
Yeah. Oh, picture
Sir,
that.
what are you doing, sir?
When you start putting his hand in the hand. But how about, listen, that's so over the line.
That's Clarence Carter I'm hearing.
Like people
Playing in the background.
Like people are
Turn
saying.
down the Clarence Carter, sir.
What they
saw in it.
A ping came to their phone signaling something going on at the townhouse. They checked the video, and what they saw next led to free rent for several months. Because I mean,
let's say that
this
guy hit a
landlord,
home run. What would Beth Mowins call on the home run?
No,
Okay.
no.
What would?
Mhm. Yeah, that's what I thought she said too.
What?
Yeah, but
What?
Yeah, but
Story says.
that doesn't really make sense, does it? I thought in there they said something about, but that doesn't make any sense.
Say that again.
Well,
one more time?
I don't think I will.
Okay. Or no motion to me.
All right, cameras. Mic's off again.
Okay.
But I mean,
Oh,
that's
really?
Because the other person on the footage was wearing a bonnet.
okay. Yeah, I thought the word
Really?
was bonnet.
I missed it.
Yes.
I'm sorry I fed you
Is
the
that,
wrong line.
or is that just
That's
a little
so
weird?
Well, you made Keith
Not
Morrison.
like a baby bonnet. Not like a baby bonnet, Greg. Like a.
Yeah, some sort of hat of some sort.
Yeah.
Kind.
Still, I didn't see. All I saw, and I'm just here. I go. All I saw was. I didn't ever saw a female. I just saw a shoe.
It was a women's
shoe in the air. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, this is the. This is the bonnet.
That's
a person's head wearing a
Oh,
bonnet.
Okay.
She just had her hair did.
She sure did. Didn't want to mess her hair up.
Well, you'll mess your hair up, you know. But I bet it's going to be very difficult to write that check to that landlord.
Yeah, it feels weird.
Yeah.
It all feels so wrong
I
now.
know. Wow. What am I paying for here?
Wow.
This is the Rick Burgess Show.
We love Helix Sleep mattresses, and there's a deeper discount this month for Memorial Day savings at helixsleep.com/bigvox. That's 27% off site-wide. Now, if your spine needs a little TLC, then you need a Helix mattress. Each one is designed for specific sleep positions and comfort, and they'll let you try it for up to 120 nights risk-free. Take the 2-minute Helix Sleep Quiz to get matched with the perfect mattress. Go to helixsleep.com/bigvox and get 27% off. The mega sale's going on now at mypillow.com/bigvox. Classic My Pillows normally around $50. They're yours for $14.98. The 6-piece My Towel sets normally go for $70. Now they're $34.98 in a huge assortment of colors. The best sheets you'll ever sleep on, My Pillow's Giza Dream bed sheets typically retail for around $110. Right now, $29.98. Head to mypillow.com/bigvox. Use that code for employee pricing and free shipping as part of their mega sale.
I've always wanted to learn French, but the app I tried didn't help.
If you want to memorize words in another language, there's an app for that. But if you want to really learn another language, there's Babbel. Babbel was designed by over 200 language learning experts to be the most effective way to learn another language.
With other language learning apps, I was just playing games. I wasn't really learning. Babbel's different. Every time I open the app, I can choose to work on my writing, speaking, or listening. And it saves my mistakes for me to review, so I'm constantly improving. Babbel feels like it was created intentionally by people who really know what you need to learn another language. Before Babbel, I thought I just wasn't good with languages. But now I'm speaking French. Tout ça, c'est grâce à Babbel.
Want to really learn another language? Save up to 50% on your Babbel subscription when you sign up at Babbel.com. That's Babbel.com to save up to 50%. Babbel.com.
You know that Chick-fil-A sells more than chicken, right?
Hello, my name is Jaleesa, and the little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A sauce